Good Wednesday morning. I pray that you're having a great day. Just wanted to take a moment and share with you a quick word out of Matthew chapter 14, starting in verse 28. Peter is speaking to Jesus on the water in the midst of a storm. "Lord, if it's you," Peter replied, "tell me to come out to you on the water." "Come," he said. And then Peter got down out of the boat, walked on the water, and came towards Jesus. And when he saw the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, "Lord, save me." Immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith," he said, "why did you doubt?" This is a story that many of us know when Peter walked on the water with Jesus. The disciples were out in the midst of a storm, battling against the waves, and suddenly Jesus appears out of nowhere, walking on the water. They see him and are at first afraid, but Jesus tells them not to be afraid. He tells them not to have fear. And in that moment, Peter says, "Lord, if it's truly you, I want to walk on the water with you. I want to be out there in the midst of the storm." Now, the crazy thing about it is Jesus tells him to come on out. Peter steps out of the boat and begins to walk, but suddenly he's distracted by the side of the wind, which is a crazy thing because many times we can't see the wind. We see the effects of the wind, but we don't see the wind itself. And so for Peter to have this struggling moment, what we have to truly capture is the heart of what he's taken his eyes off of, and that's the Savior. Peter is no longer looking to Christ for hope. Jesus immediately reaches down once Peter calls out in help and pulls him up, chastising him for his lack of faith. But I want to look at first the faith that Peter has to step out of the boat in the first place. Many of us want to follow God. We want to trust Him. We want to live a life that honors Him in everything that we do, and yet we're too afraid to just simply get out of the boat. Now, others have stepped out of the boat, and we have been walking with Jesus for a while now, but the wind and the waves and the struggles of this life have caused us to turn our attention from the Savior. It's easy for us to at any point of our life look and say, okay, I'm not getting out of the boat, or I've gone too far and now I don't know how to make and take the next step. But what we need to remember is the important thing is, are we keeping our eyes on the Savior? Because our focus on Jesus helps us to be reminded that He is our hope. He is our life. He is our everything. Today, as you're walking through life, maybe you're afraid to get out of the boat. Maybe you're already out and you've been heartbroken or damaged by the waves and the wind of this world. Today, I just want to challenge you. Look to Jesus. He is the way, the truth, and the life. God bless you, and we'll see you soon.